Hey, welcome to the channel. It's Sunday. It's about 10:30 in the morning, and we're up here in the city. We're going to try to find a place called VIP Guest House. Somebody had asked me about it, and I think it's right on the other side of Ta Pae Gate. So we're going to start south of Ta Pae Gate, walk through the gate, and then cross the street and head down some of the side streets. And I don't really know where we're going to end up. I'll keep walking until I finish the little story that I got today. And it's the story I'm going to tell you today is from the Philippines, and it's really a horror story. So you guys that are thinking about going to the Philippines to find a wife, I really suggest you watch the entire video, because some of the things I'm going to say in the video is kind of shocking. I had no idea until I ran up on it. But last night we had a great live stream. I had Greenie from Greenie's Travels on, and I had Charlie from Travel with Charlie Hub on. We had a great time. We stayed up for about an hour, a few snafus, but everything went good. And as far as I know, we'll do it again next Saturday night too, about the same time. And I'm sure those two will be on, and we'll see who else we can add to the stream. And you know, if you enjoy videos like this, if you enjoy stories, and if you enjoy seeing Chiang Mai, subscribe to the channel and you know, watch the videos and become part of the channel. I always like to read the comments, and I try to answer every one of them. So, you know, leave some comments and tell me what you think. But anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'll turn it back on when we get around Ta Pae Gate. Here's Top North Hotel, Renegade Sports Bar, Hugo's. They've got good food there. But anyway, we'll walk back through here and head through the gate. I shut the camera off. There are still a lot of homeless people up here. It's kind of sad to see. I don't like to show them on camera. But a few people up here at Ta Pae. Everybody's getting their picture taken with the pigeons. I still don't know what the fascination of that is, but who knows? Somebody's making some money on it. That's the good part about it. That scared me. I'll start the story after I get across the street and get on in a quiet area. This place on the corner has been 2 or 3 different places over the years. Looks like it's called Stories now. I'll hit the button so I don't get my butt run over. There we go. Well, you always got to make sure they stop. Quite a few people out milling around. If you ever need to get any kind of prescription medication or any kind of medication, right there at Peera Pharmacy is the best place to get it. There's a lady in there, she's real knowledgeable, and she stocks about everything, and her prices are really reasonable. Lek and I come up here sometimes and we run out of stuff that we need. But anyway, we're gonna make a right here. I'll show that sign for everybody that's following me on the map. There you go. But we're gonna walk down this way, because I think VIP Guest House is down here. A lot of people out today, and it's early too. But anyway, the story I'm going to tell you, it's from the Philippines, and it happened back in 2006. And I remember hearing about something similar to this back in about 2011, but I'm remembering it as an American guy having it happen to him. But this is a British guy, and he was doing contract work in Iraq, and he's online, and he meets this Filipino girl who is in Dubai, working in Dubai, and they carry on for quite some time over the internet using what they call camfrog, talking back and forth and just getting to know each other. And you know, she's real open with him. She tells him that she's married and she's got 2 kids back in the Philippines, and that she's in the process of getting what they call an annulment. Hello. Okay, there's VIP guest house right there. Huh. Oh, there's a restaurant right here. Pad Thai, shrimp, pork. Another place right across the street. Room promotion, 350 baht, with a fan. I'd have to have an air conditioner. But yeah, it appears to be open. VIP kitchen, yeah, right there. Okay, well, back to the story. But anyway, they carry on for a long time, and she's, like I said, she's in the process of getting an annulment back in the Philippines with her husband. And you know, one thing about the Philippines, if you try to get a divorce in the Philippines, it's really, really difficult, if not almost impossible. You know, it's just Google it on the internet and it'll tell you the different situations where people have just waited years and years and years to get a divorce. But I'm not familiar with the annulment process over there, so I don't know if that was something that was going to happen quickly or not. But anyway, they both agree to meet in Manila. She flies to Manila, and he flies in, and they meet, and they get along real well. They can cook some killer food on this stuff right here, believe it or not. I've got one in my backyard. I use it a little bit, but not that often, and that's the charcoal. But they meet in Manila, and they go off on a little vacation and spend some time together. I'm not really clear exactly how much time they spent together. From the story, and I'm getting the story from about 3 different sources, and I'll put the links to the stories in the description of the video. And I also understand that Banged Up Abroad did a segment on this particular story that I'm telling. But anyway, they go off in the mountains and have a great time, and they take a bunch of pictures and just really get along real well. And apparently during this time, his father dies. So he has to go back to the UK. And he's back in the UK for a while, and he gets a call from her. And she's pregnant. And she's really ecstatic. And you know, he's all happy about it, and I guess she is too, but you know, she pretty much knows what's in store for her now. Well, she has to go to court on the annulment, and her ex-husband has hired 2 lawyers to represent him, and when she gets to court, they withdraw the annulment proceedings and pretty much leave her in the courtroom. She leaves, and she has an inkling of what's going on. Well, it turns out when they were together and they were traveling around, they took some pictures and they posted them up on the internet, and the ex-husband saw them, and it infuriated him. So basically what he's doing, he's withdrawing the petition for the annulment, and he's taken out a charge against her and him for adultery. And adultery in the Philippines is a crime, and it's punishable by 7 years in prison. And somehow or another, he finds out she's pregnant, which complicates matters even worse. He's pretty much got him over a barrel. And the guy from the UK, she's about to have the baby, so he flies in from the UK because he wants to be with her, you know, when she has the baby. And one night they're sitting in their room that they had and banging on the door, and next thing you know, it's the federal police, immigration, the local police, and a bunch of people just storm in and take them both into custody and charge them both with adultery. Oh, she's working hard. Yeah, they're redoing the front. And they get thrown into jail. And they describe it as being thrown into just a basic room with a bunch of people and just nasty, dirty, and just really, really bad situation. And she's, you know, she's 8 months pregnant. She's just about ready to have a baby. And they try to separate them, and he's able to bribe the guards from 500 pesos a night to get them to be able to stay together. Well, after about 4 days, some lawyer is able to secure a bond for them, and they have to pay $150 a piece to get out of jail, and $1,000 under the table to get bonded out. So they get out of jail. Well, the first thing that they do, and it's probably a smart thing, because what they're afraid of is the ex-husband's gonna find out about, hello! The ex-husband's gonna find out about the bond and try to get their bond revoked. So they basically go into hiding in Manila, and they move around from room to room in Manila, and some people help them, and they don't have any money now. He's out of money, she's out of money, so they're relying on funds from the family to get them by, you know, $100 at a time, just to survive. And then she's ready to deliver the baby, and they don't really want to go to a hospital, because if they go to a hospital, then the hospital turns in the paperwork, and then they're discovered. So they go to a clinic, and she has the baby in the clinic by cesarean section. And apparently she lost a lot of blood, and they had to give transfusions and stuff, and really had a hard time. So they get out from there and they go back into hiding. And they're trying to get help from the British Embassy, but the British Embassy basically tells him, and this really shocked me, is that he's legally not the father of that child. In the Philippines, if you're listed as the husband and the wife has a baby, whether you're the sperm donor or not, the husband is listed on the birth certificate as the father. So the ex-husband technically was the legal father of the child that she just had with the British guy. So the British consul couldn't do anything. They just said there was nothing that they could do to help him. And, you know, to me, that's just absolutely crazy. And what they're afraid of, and this would have happened, what they're afraid of is they're afraid of getting picked up and arrested, and then the child would go back to the ex-husband. And, you know, that, whew, you know, I mean, me as a father, you know, that just wouldn't happen. Somebody would get hurt. But that's what the law said, and that's probably what would have happened if they got picked up. So they're in deep hiding. They're hiding in the jungles and stuff. People are hiding them out, and they're trying to get out of the country. And it's just, you know, every place they turn, they're getting turned away. I think. Ooh, hello.
Hello.
We'll go straight here. There's some beautiful art here. Save that so y'all can follow me. This is a great place to eat here. Phum, Chiang Mai. I did a video there. The food is really good. But anyway, we'll continue walking, and I'll get back to the story. But anyway, he finds a way out. He finds them a way out of Manila. They're able to bribe somebody and get out of Manila, both of them and the baby. And they fly to Bangkok, and they successfully get to Bangkok. And in Bangkok, from what I'm reading, the British Embassy had them do a DNA test on the child and him, and determined that he was the father. And at that time, they were able to issue the child a passport and got him a visa back to the UK, where they're able to get out of Thailand as well. You know, it's a horrible story. I mean, it's just, I feel bad for both of them. You know, it's just stuff that, you know, you don't, you know, you fall into that, and wow, bam, you know, you're just, your life is jerked out from underneath you. And so you guys that are bride hunting and looking in the Philippines, and keep your eyes open and cross your T's and dot your I's, because if you get involved with a girl that's married or isn't fully divorced yet, even though she's not living with her husband, you can be charged with adultery, and they will lock your butt up and keep you there. So, you know, do your homework and take care of yourself. Oh, that's a beautiful temple. Let's walk back in here, because that's just a street. You know, I read that story and I just about freaked out. I said, there's no way this could be true. But it is. And it's just, the Philippines has some laws on the books that are just unbelievable. But this guy, he was lucky. You know, I mean, he was unlucky, but he was lucky he was able to get out of there and get his child out of there. And as far as I can tell now, they are living happily in the UK, which is great. Wat Pon Ping, Chiang Mai. Interesting. We'll walk around the front. There's some pretty statues in here now. I don't know if I've ever walked in here or not. But in Thailand, you don't have to worry about that too much. You know, the laws are not that strict. But I will tell you one thing, and my wife told me this just the other day, that if you break up a family, the spouse that's jousted can sue you. And I have read it before, but I've never actually heard of it happening here. But she says it's a law here, and I believe what she's saying. So, you know, if you're here, you know, just be aware of that, because there's a lot of stuff that you can get into. I advise anybody that's going to travel abroad or wants to come and live in a country for, you know, an extended period of time, watch about 10 or 12 episodes of Banged Up Abroad. It's scary, you know. I mean, and if you think that, you know, you might have a tendency to get a little crazy, that may stop you from doing it. Because the last place that you want to end up in is in a foreign jail. And especially in Thailand. And I imagine the Philippines is probably not much better. Wow, this is a neat little statue. Pretty cool. Nice place here. This is not too far from Ta Pae Gate, so, you know, if you get that far, definitely come check out this temple. And I think it takes you back out on the other side. It takes you back out on Ta Pae Road. But I'm not sure we're going to go that way or not. Beautiful temple. But the laws in countries are different. Each one of them's different. So research the law before you go. You know, who would have ever thought you fall in love with a girl and all your intentions are great, and then you end up in jail? It just, not only you, but her too. That's crazy. I'm gonna walk up here. I'm gonna go inside this temple. Always, when you're going in the temple, take your shoes off, but understand that those tiles right there are very hot, so go up the stairs quick. You can burn your feet real easy. That's beautiful. I love just getting out, walking around and finding different places. I'm sure I've been through here before, but we'll do it again. Let me get my shoes on before my feet burn. Lek and I took her mother out to Phum one day to visit the temples, and it was, I think it was in April, and I took my flip-flops off to walk inside, and I stepped on the tiles, and I mean my feet were just scorched, and you know, it was kind of like a dog walking on hot coals. Yeah, that's pretty. It doesn't look like this place comes out on Ta Pae Road. Let me walk out to the exit so you can see how to get in here. Again, I want to thank everybody that came into the live stream last night. We had a great time. I did my best to keep it flowing. It was my first real live stream, so you know we had a few hitches. My camera went dead right in the middle of it, but fortunately I had another camera sitting right there that I could switch to real quick. And you know, we answered questions to the best of our ability. Chinese brick of the dwelling base. Huh. And next Saturday I'll probably have Greenie and Charlie back, and I'm going to try to add somebody else to it. You know, if you've got a channel and you want to be on the live stream, you know, shoot me an email. Yeah, this is really nice. We'll get out here to the street. These bicycles are getting popular again too. You just use your app and it charges you and off you go. They weren't real successful here the last time they had them. A lot of them ended up in the moat. Okay, yeah, there's Archer's, Annie's. Yeah, I know where we're at right now. And we're gonna walk down here to the left and hit the main road. A lot of people out moving around today. Let's see what temple this is, and I'll end the video right here. Oh, the Meditation Training Center, Mueang. Yeah, I know we've walked through there. That's a really beautiful temple too, you need to check out. Well, we just had a battery overheat. Now, if you turn right here, at this intersection right here, it will take you to Shushu Home Cooking. Really good place to go. I did a video there not too long ago. But yeah, that'll take you right to it. Shushu's down on the left, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Well, I'm going to close out the video here. I appreciate everybody checking in and watching the videos and leaving comments and click and like and all that good stuff. It helps the channel out a lot, and it makes me feel good, and I know it makes Fleck feel good. She reads all the comments and enjoys it, and I'm going to try to get her on one of the live streams as well. I tried last night, and she was watching football, and there's no way of breaking her away from football. And matter of fact, she's watching football this morning. But anyway, y'all have a great Sunday, and I'm going to go try to find some air conditioning and a place to eat. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.